So the concept of Newcoin appeared, yes, as we saw each other for the first time in 2021. He told me that it will be Newcoin now. I'm like, okay, great. So okay, there's New Life, there's Newcoin. Fine. Tell me more. And he's like, yes. We'll be in touch. No, he blocked me after my statement that I own half of the Newcoin pool because I'm a co-founder and we didn't sign any documents. So my assumption was it was 50-50. We did not discuss the details. So I was living out of my reality and he was not able to communicate with me on the stake that he's already assigned to whoever was part of this. So 2021, new forum appeared. I was never invited. I was always kicked out of all the calls, all the community calls that were happening, all the public calls. I've been kicked out. So I didn't have direct communication from the team because I was kicked out of the team chat. And I was also kicked out of the community chat. So the only way I could connect with the people on the app were on the app. So I continued uploading my consciousness on the app, meaning that I would be on the app every single day, uploading everything I was curating, everything I was creating as well. I used this app as a chance, as opportunity to communicate what is happening in my life and how I'm going about being a co-founder in an organization. I was active on the app. None of the team members were active on the app. And it was cringe to me because, of course, we created an app so that we can use it. I created these folders, then we called them moods, as project management, Kanban board type of communication, so that I could include all the currently active people on that app as our potential team. That was my HR strategy, is to involve people who are already active on the app. Quite simple. They were already our immediate community. So I've been excluded of all of these New Forum calls. New Forum was a podcast, community. I've been just blocked by everyone there. It's been super heartbreaking, very, very difficult to accept. And my co-founder was silent. He was not communicating with me, and he was ignoring me, while I was communicating every single day with him and on the app with the team. I was doing my job, and I was doing everything I can to show up publicly at a variety of different Web3 events, ecosystem events, and represent our company. And I've been ignored all the time, iced out, removed, pushed aside, blocked. 2022. New.Foundation appeared. I'm like, great, now it's New.Foundation. Fine, let's go. There were also New Moon, and there were like blah, 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 new, and then there's like hundreds of organizations with a new in them. And I'm like, guys, this is a mess. Let's not, please. Nobody was listening to me because simply I was blocked out. Nobody cared to listen. Nobody cared to listen. 2023. Finally, I meet this person in real life again at ETH Prague. And I bring in all of my connections to introduce to him. Every single connection that I've made over these years who's showing up at that event, I'm putting out there and saying it's yours because it's ours. These connections, every single connections I've made in this world of Web3, AI, technology, are ours to share. Still, not much communication was happening from him. We saw each other again during ETHCC in Paris in 2023. 4 times. Still, not much, not much. In beginning of September 2023, he reached out to me and asked me for money. After I invested all of my money I had after my apartment sale in 2020 into this New.Foundation, he asked me to invest directly. I'm like, okay, I'll invest directly, even though I fully invested in this organization by me traveling the world into these conferences, living my life to be new life. Okay, I invested money in as per his request, and I go to his city and he's not seeing me. By the way, I was already visiting the city many times before, and he refused to see me. He was silent. He knew I was in the city, and first time I told him I was in the city in 2021, he said he's gonna call the police. I don't know if he did, but that was already a red flag I ignored. 2024, beginning of 2024, Preston shows up on Instagram. For the first time, I go back on Instagram after all these years not being on Instagram because I was so devoted to new life. Preston shows up and asks for money, and I give him the money. The money he's asking for is for the campaign that he was doing for New.Foundation, the TV show about AI news media. I said, Preston, I'm gonna invest in you. I know you see. I see you need the money. Here's the money. Here's some water for you. So he said, come to Lisbon. Let's see each other. And I come to Lisbon, we see each other, we live together for 2 months. I completely, fully sponsor him. I invest more and more water in him. My co-founder asks me for money, and I keep pouring in water again and again, many times. And then Preston tells me that he's also a co-founder. Like, приехали, серьезно? Apparently he's been a co-founder this whole time. He owns 5 million Newcoins. Apparently. I don't know if it's a lot or not, but it's definitely much more, 5 times more than what my co-founder told me I own after I invested. And I'm like, whoa. That's not how much I own. We haven't discussed it yet, and let's see each other in person to really understand the kind of stake I have in this organization, in this baby that we both birthed. Oh, I haven't told you something else.